Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. We're not number one. God is. We may not be the best, but our purpose is to lead you to the best. Jesus Christ. www.rapfestradio.com. Old school to new school. Classics to exclusives. Gospel hip-hop music and videos. Live video interviews Monday nights at 8 p.m. Monday nights at 8 p.m. Watch. Learn. Love. Support. Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com. Rapfestradio.com.
Yo, give me that boom boom bap. That's all I need inside of my rap. Rep for the king till the day he come back. Cause all I wanna hear is that boom boom bap. Yeah! Woo! We'll have fun with this one. Ladies and gentlemen, report to the dance floor immediately. Here we go. Yo, give me that boom boom bap. That's all I need inside of my rap. Rep for the king till the day he come back. Cause all I wanna hear is that boom boom bap. Yo, give me that boom boom bap. That's all I need inside of my rap. Rep for the king till the day he come back. Cause all I wanna hear is that boom boom. I do hip-hop that's filled with a message on a higher plane, cause Christ give me leverage. Packed with nutrients, better than your breakfast. To the world, come on, you need to come and get this. Cause you need this a part of your life. Like you need the air you breathe and the sun to shine bright. This just might introduce you to the light. Introduce you to the life, his name, Jesus Christ. What up, it's your boy Blaze Torch. I wanna take this time and introduce you to my family. Ha ha! Yeah, it's Face and MMC, baby, and you already know who it is. This is Sick. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. All I wanna hear is that boom, they need that. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. They need that. I rep the kingdom, all to the fullest. I'm not of this world, I am just a tourist. Thinking you're smarter than God, please don't be foolish. The only wisdom you have is in your teeth and you toothless. With God, I have all types of benefits. Even the kingdom of heaven is my inheritance. We in the lab, trying some experiments. Rain and Holy Ghost fire are the elements. And when it comes to saving souls, I'm a maniac. Aiming for your cardio, call it a heart attack. You can't sleep on my God like an insomniac, because he calls all of the plays like a quarterback. Sick, always with a torch in hand. Amphibious, conquering water and land. Timeless, like a sand clock with no sand. I wear them on my chest, Jesus Christ is my brand. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. All I wanna hear is that boom, they need that. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. Yeah. They need that. Boom boom bap, ningún rap sin yo va salva la. Omnipresent all over the map. Just what's on your feet into a snap back. Abro mi boca y el infierno se espanta. Wow, ¿quién le dio tanto poder a mi garganta? Cada semana es una semana santa y eso es como mantranos. Me encanta, mi rima te para el pelo, llama a tu estilista. Dios tiene una boda, yo estoy en la lista. Para el cielo hay un camino estrecho y fino, y para el infierno una autopista. Este es el remix mixto. Yo soy anti-Cristo. You need that, we got that. We running this track, and this only the first lap. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. All I wanna hear is that boom, they need that. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of me. Need that. Rap for the king till the day we got that. Yeah, they need that. I'm on another planet, blows harder than granite. I got it in English, Ellum got it in Spanish. This the dream team, Jordan, Larry, and Magic. This is big, I know the streets watching for a classic. So here it is, blowing out your speakers. Modern day preachers, fitted caps and sneakers. Only Christ can you from the Grim Reaper. Please give an ear to what it is I teach ya. Blazing sick, metal wings like Mike Vick. Light up like a glow stick whenever we flow sick. Whoa. Never thought you'd hear the remix. 3 Jersey cats lifting up Jesus. This is history, I know you see us. Smashing the devil into pieces. Doing whatever the Holy Ghost pleases. We got the boom, you know you need this. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of they need that. Rep for the king till the day we got that. That's all I wanna hear is the boom, they need that. Yo, give me that boom, we got that. That's all I need inside of they need that. Rep for the king till the day we got that. They need that. Boom, boom, back, we got that. Boom, boom, back, you need that. Boom, boom, back, we got that. Boom, boom, back, you need that. Boom, boom, back, we got that. Boom, boom, back, you need that. Boom, boom, back, we got that. Boom, boom, back, you need that.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Bert Bocachica. This is Nomar Rosa.
Yeah, right. I've been taken over. It's been taken over. Rapfest Radio has been taken over. We've been hacked. We've been physically hacked. Can you do that? Can you just walk in and take over like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. Tonight, Monday, November 28th. We're excited because we have Nomar here with us, and he is from Seventhwire Films. The video we just finished seeing, by the way, Boom Bap Remix by Blaze Torch featuring SIKO, is one of the videos that he produced. And throughout the course of the night, we're going to be seeing a lot of Nomar's work. But before that, we want to introduce Mr. Nomar and also let him introduce himself and, let people know a little bit more about yourself. And then we'll get into all the video stuff.
Well, my name is Nomar Rosa. I really appreciate you guys having me here today. I'm a filmmaker and I shoot music videos, films, and I'm also a photographer, videographer, the whole nine. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
A lot of videographers like to be called photographers, right? Is that right?
Not necessarily.
No?
No. A lot of videographers are videographers. Some of them don't even know how to do photographs.
Oh.
It's 2 different types of titles, and there's 2 different types of it's still and then motion.
Right.
So some people rather do motion than actually stills. Some rather do stills than motion. But it's a certain craft because with motion there's different movements.
Right.
So you have to know how to light in different movements, which still is different. Some people actually prefer photographer because it's easier. But
right. So stay still, click.
Yeah, click.
Keep
That's
moving.
it. Yeah, keep moving. That's it.
You edit one shot, not like 100,000
Exactly.
frames.
Different frames in one.
But this
one
is
shot.
great, man. So tell us a little bit about, tell us about your life with God before we even get to the video.
I've been in church for. Let me rephrase that. I've been with God practically all my life. I mean, I've never left him. He never left me. We all struggle, obviously. Church-wise, since I was a kid, since I was born, actually, I've been in a Pentecostal church for so many years. And, during my teen years, I left and just went on and I started a band, playing drums for 4 or 5 years. And it never went anywhere. So during that time, I was into filming and filmmaking, and my father, for my 21st birthday, actually got me a huge brand new camera, and I started utilizing it for the band, but it never went further. As soon as I left the band, there was no use for it. It wasn't until I left the band in 2008. 2009, I decided to do something with it, and that's where we are today.
You still use that camera today?
No, I sold it last year. Yeah, last year for the one I have now.
Nice.
So it's technology is advancing, that's for sure.
So you went from playing drums in a band to videography. Was that something you studied afterwards, or have you taken classes in it, or is this all
It's all
heart and passion?
It's all God's talent, in a sense. God provided the talent to me, and I'm just the more I'm shooting, the more I learn. And you know, and I have partners of mine, friends of mine who have been in film school, have actually taught me as well. So as I move forward and I work on a project, they come to me like, that was great. The more you work at it, the better you're getting. And the thing is that whenever I ask, I'm like on a crossroads of something, I ask them a question, how do you do this? They answer it for me, and that's, you know, my knowledge increases on
That's when
filmmaking.
you start taking your notes.
I
right?
start taking a lot of notes. I don't write them down; it's all up here. But I start taking a lot of notes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's important. It's important to learn your craft. You know, we say the same thing to even the artists. Sometimes we ask artists the same question just related to music, and they're like, "No, I just do everything on my own." Like they don't ask. You have to ask. You have to. You know, see what are other people doing. Maybe somebody that's taking a music class that can help me with this next track I do. You know, let me ask them some questions as opposed to just trying to figure it out on your own, sounding whack, and then complaining because nobody likes you.
Nobody, exactly.
You know? But do you only do music videos though?
No. I'm also a photographer, and I also shoot weddings as well, events, as a videographer and photographer. But I kind of separated, like I created SIKO Films actually when I was in high school.
Oh wow.
SIKO, the name, a lot of people ask me, what does it mean? And I tell them SIKO is 7, obviously, is God's perfect number. And the wire is basically, I'm wired around it. So 7th wire, that's basically what it means. I didn't do anything until recently, in 2009, with it. But after that, actually this year, I started working on City of Psalms Studios, which is the wedding event photography and videography company that I made because I wanted to separate music videos and films with elegance, and you know, weddings and photography. I needed to separate my personal opinion. I needed to separate them, and I started on it January of this year.
Okay.
And thank God he has been blessing me tremendously with it. So.
Is this something you do now full time?
I have been doing it full time since March.
Scary?
Very much.
What's the biggest challenge?
It's a challenge, but at the same time, it's a thrill because you're fighting for what you want and what you need. You're fighting for food on the table. You're fighting for money. I mean, and to be honest with you, I love doing what I do, and at the same time, I'm also a freelance editor for this wedding company as well, and I edit weddings for them. And that's also financial compensation right there. But at the same time, it's not easy because sometimes it's freelance. You never know when you're gonna get paid.
Right.
But it's been a joyride. And to be honest with you, I can't thank my family enough for the support. They really supported me in everything that all the decisions that I've made. And I'm learning. It's a learning curve right now because I started in March. So this is my learning. I mean, you learn every day. Right. But this is the time where you start making decisions for the future.
So how much time from your now full-time job as videography and photography, how much time do you devote towards the ministry aspect of what you do?
I try doing it every time. My goal for SIKO Films is to basically create to help Christian artists. Not only help Christian artists, but to also create films, that represent, Christianity, or just that anything that glorifies God in some way or shape or form. So my ministry for SIKO is mainly for God's glory. That's my work for Him. And I'm trying my best to accommodate, Christian artists. And it's hard, with today's economy. It's not easy. but I try my best to make sure that I give them the best quality, and of course it's for God's glory at the end of the day. So
accommodate and for God's glory does not mean it's free. Right?
No, it's not.
Just making sure. No, because I can imagine right now people are like, yo, 7thwirefilms.com, free music video. No. I mean, it
used to in 2009.
You're a year and a half too late.
Yeah.
So.
My first Christian artist was Blaze Torch.
Yes, actually, I have like maybe 3 videos of Blaze Torch
exactly.
lined up. So he's put some food on your table. That's good.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's been a great support.
Yeah, we love Blaze Torch here, man. He's been really good with us here at Rapfest Radio. And also, he came over to the Bread Factory recently, and he ministered in an incredible way. The people really, really loved him.
I was there, yeah.
And he even ministered at the Bread Factory when he wasn't supposed to minister. Like, he ended up on stage with SIKO Ministries, and he came up at the end. He did some worship and stuff. It was great, you know. I love when a rapper shows up on stage with a guitar.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, huh?
He's one of those guys that you'd be like, oh, he's a worship leader. And he's a good worship leader.
Right, yes, yes, he is.
He's very good. I have a lot of respect for him.
So you've worked with Blaze Torch,
Rawsrvnt, yes.
Richie Righteous.
Yes.
Who else do we have?
KJ.
KJ52. That must have been fun.
It was fun.
Because KJ's a trip.
Yeah, he is a trip. He's a jokester.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, all right, let's do this. Is
he a one take dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that particular, when we were on the set, it was hard because everything was just, we had no preparation whatsoever. You just went into the stadium.
That was surrounding around the event, right?
Yeah, it was during the event. They were putting everything together. And we were just like, okay, where are we going to shoot? So I was looking around, and I'm like, okay, let's try here, right in front of his booth. So we just chose a specific staircase, and we're just like, shoot there. Go ahead.
It looked good, though.
It looked great, and a lot of people even contacted me because of that video. Because they were like, how did you get such great lighting? And I was like, well, to be honest with you, I looked at the window and I saw light coming through the floor, bouncing up, and then there was some fantastic lighting in the background. I was like, this should work.
It was some lights off.
This should work. You know,
you couldn't buy that kind of lighting.
You can't. I was like, okay, this is simple, and people loved it because of that.
You know what? Speaking of that, let's go to that video. It's called Logged In. It's by Blaze Torch featuring KJ52 with Mother Nature lighting the place, I guess we could say. This is just natural light and done on the spot. No script, I guess.
No script, nothing.
No script. So this
the
is like
script was we're going to walk around the stadium and shoot.
So this will be considered like a freestyle rap, basically.
Yeah,
this is a freestyle music video.
Exactly.
Logged In, Blaze Torch featuring KJ52. And we're going to come back with more. We got more.
Yeah, 5-2. What up, man? Blaze Torch. That's right. Let's do this, man. Let's do it, man. Yeah. Hey, yo, KJ, is you ready, man? Yeah. Okay, sounds nice then, man. Hey, yo, I'ma let you out first, alright? Come on. Yo, KJ, talk to him, man. Hey, yo. I'm walking in this mission like it's hard times, yeah. Got one eye on my vision like I'm Cyclops. Okay. No time for sitting working till my time stops, and I'ma stay up living my position till I sign off. Get the rhyme off, yep. There ain't no time off. Nah, it's the brighter Christ is living life is wife swap. Yep. The world enticing us, and we ain't like, why not? Once I reach this mountaintop, stoops I never climbed off. Never. My thoughts, I display them up just like a poster. Yep. So take your cups and hold them up just like a coaster. I'm bearing fruit and things now like your grocer, until it's knocked out the park, call it Sammy Sosa. Don't draw me closer, kinda like I'm supposed to. Till I'm living at your side, kinda like your holster. I bring the heat like the wires inside your toaster. Till you call me home, then the time is over. What?
Man, I'm logged in till I sign off. 5-2 in the torch, it'll remind y'all. Stay the course, people, and never fall off. Follow orders, stick to the plan, and carry on the cross. Man, I'm logged in till I sign off. 5-2 in the torch, it'll remind y'all. Stay the course, people, and never fall off. Follow orders, stick to the plan, and carry on the cross. Yo,
know, KJ, I can really see where you going. We need to grab a hold of every single given moment. Inject the culture with IB from the great atonement. Collect our troops and lace our boots and stare down every single opponent. Face to face, and I'm high like trouble, man. Low like bass. Jersey, I finally did it. I'm on the track with one of the greatest. Cause of his grace, my steps are replaced. I humble myself while seeking his face behind him like Chevy. You know I'ma chase till my eyes are shut in front of the gates. But until then, I'ma follow plan and vision. Matthew 28:19, you know the Great Commission. Prayer in America seems to be what's missing. Pharisees and Sadducees telling us what's Christian. It's not tradition, it's not religion, it's not a building, it's not for walls. We need to wake up, we need to go blind, we need less souls, we need more pause. Blazing KJ going crazy, something like Hillsong, tearing down walls. I'll obey because he made me his blood and saved me. What about y'all? Man, I'm logged in till I sign off. 5-2 in the torch, it'll remind y'all. Stay the course, people, and never fall off. Follow orders, stick to the plan, and carry on the cross. Man, I'm logged in till I sign off. 5-2 in the torch, it'll remind y'all. Stay the course, people, and never fall off. Follow orders, stick to the plan, and carry on the cross. Yeah, people, all we trying to do, man, is encourage you to carry the cross. Keep going, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever quit. You know what it is, man? Like changing music. It's your boy Blaze Torch, along with my man Fato. We just trying to tell you, man. Stay logged in until you're signed off.
You're listening to Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com.
Yo, that was Blaze Torch featuring KJ52. The song was called Logged In. Video directed by my man Nomar here. Before we go back to Nomar, I just want to say this past Saturday, my family and I had the pleasure of going to Ignite Revolution out in New Jersey. Incredible event. We were so blessed by being able to witness this event. You know, we had them all here. We had the pastors here, the directors, the founders of Ignite Revolution a couple of weeks back, and we spoke about it. And like I said, we had the pleasure this Saturday to go check out Ignite Revolution in New Jersey. Very high energy, impacting event that goes on. Look out for more information from them because their anniversary event's coming up end of January. It's the last Saturday of January. We're going to definitely post that information here, and chances are we're going to be going back out there to support them and also to celebrate with them their year, another year of ministry. But check out igniterevolution.com when you get a chance, or facebook.com/igniterevolution. All the details are there. You can follow them on Twitter as well. I believe it's Ignite Revolution. Follow Ignite on Twitter. Follow Ignite. So that's where you can get their information. But I just definitely wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And also, mad props to my beautiful wife for the Christmas tree in the background. I don't know how it looks to you there, but over here it looks fantastic.
She did a great job.
Purple and gold are the colors of the year. So there's no gifts there yet. We'll give you the address later. You can send all the gifts you want. Hey, we're easy. We're pleased easy. Very easy. Nomar. I mean, the video that you just showed us now with Blaze Torch and KJ, great job. You know, last minute concept. Well, really walking in, like I said, it's like a freestyle video. Mm-hmm. You have the camera, you have a song, you have the artist, but no idea what else to do. What goes through your mind? Like, what's your mental checklist?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I told Blaze when I sat down.
I'm not asking for your secrets either.
No.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I said to Blaze when I sat down and actually looked at all the footage, and I was like, I hit him up and I was like, Blaze, there's a problem. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, well, I have all this footage and I don't know what to do. And all I can think of was just put them together and, mix clips here and there. But then I was looking at all the B-roll footage of people in the stadium. We even had interviewed people. They were saying logged in. This was for those people who were there before. We even had we had all the stars there, Red, Chris August. We're trying to get Newsboys to do it, but they were the main band, and right at the end there was a long line just to get signed CDs from them, so we couldn't do it, and they had security.
Yeah, could imagine.
So we couldn't do it. So we had to find whoever, and we had backstage passes. So thanks to KJ52, and we went to all the artists, and well, most of them we couldn't. We had backstage passes, but there was a specific pass you needed just to go to the food room, to the cafeteria room. So we were like, and then there was a guy standing there, and we're like, oh, you don't have the yellow tag. And we're like, oh, so we can't go in. But we tried to get all the artists as much as we could to participate, and I thought to myself, let's just add all of them. Let me just do some type of cool effect where they're all involved. That was pretty much it, and that's how it came out.
I mean,
that's people you don't even know.
It's great. Like I said, the video looks great. It looks like you really did rehearse or plan it and come up with a nice, a nice layout and say, okay, this is what we're going. This is our screenplay for this video. So that's good. Now, are there any artists that you haven't worked with yet, but you're hoping to be able to work with, if not right away or in the near future?
There's a lot of them.
And why?
I actually had the privilege of meeting Jacob Asa finally.
You didn't know Jacob Asa?
I didn't know him personally.
Oh, okay.
I knew who he was,
Yeah.
and I've known his music for so long, and I'm just like, man, what do I have to do to contact Jacob Asa? So he finally came to He's Risen Tabernacle, the church I reside in right now, and he was there singing, and I had to leave, and so did he. So we were outside, and I'm like, Jay, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. You did a great job. By the way, I'm Nomar. I'm the one who did Blaze Torch's music video. Rosa. Oh, you're the one who did it? Ah, all right. All right, so we swapped numbers, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping to hear from him. Malachi the Truth, we should be working on something soon. Who else?
But what makes you want to work with
Jacob Asa
artists?
is just amazing. Jacob Asa is just an astounding artist, and I've just been wanting, since I've heard his voice. I mean, there's not a lot of R&B artists who can sing and worship God the way he does. There's a certain atmosphere that he brings with his music, and I love it. And I love his music as well. Malachi, same way. I've heard when I first met him, we spoke about doing a music video that never happened. But when I heard his music, I was like, this guy has got something. He's got, I don't know what it is, but he's got something.
Right.
There was one particular song that I don't remember the name of it, that he did with Olga Santana, which she has a beautiful voice. And I wanted to do that one. I told him I want to do that one. And I don't even think it's on his mixtape.
Really?
Which sucks. And I was like, no, this can't be. That was such a beautiful song.
Well, he did cut a lot of songs.
Yeah, he cut a lot of songs. He cut the one I did not want him to cut. But it's a great song.
I did the artwork for his CD.
Oh, did you?
For All
okay.
for the Love. And he has sent me the credits several times. It's like, okay, well, no, we're scratching that song, moving this one up, putting that one there. I was like, all right. At the time, I had heard most of the songs, but not all of them.
Well, I got to find out what song it was. I got to ask him, but it was a great song. But there's a few artists right now off the top of my head I can't think of so many. Richie Righteous, I'd love to work with him again. There's so many. I met a few at the Kingdom Time Choice Awards. Shout out to Marcus Hall.
Yeah, Minister Marcus.
Minister Marcus for allowing me to, go there and help him out. Actually,
you took pictures.
Yeah, I helped him.
You did the red carpet.
Yeah, I was the one who took the pictures for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
not that many people want to take photos anyway, but it was funny.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
If they do, they do. If they don't, it's not like
it was just the way he came to me. He's like, Nomar, I know. Can you do me a favor? I know you're the only one here that knows how to work with a DSLR. Can you just take photos? I was like, sure, no problem.
Oh, they had a camera?
He had a camera, and I was just like, sure. And then originally, Raw had wanted me to do something for him, and I was like, dude, it's my off day. It was funny, though. He was like, oh, you're not going to do it? I said, it's my off day. Then when I went there, Marcus Agla said, hey, you know what? I'll do it. Why not? Nobody wanted to do it, but not that many people did it. But we were able to do it.
Now, when you're doing a music video for somebody like a Blaze Torch or anybody, how do you work? Like, do you want them to come to you with a concept already laid out, or do you just tell them, send me the song, let me see what I think of, or it's a combination?
Usually it's a combination. Usually they send me the song and I think of something. Sometimes they even have their own concept. And a lot of times artists just come out and they say, I want this and this and this and this. And I have, in many cases, I've laughed because a lot of them think that it's just going to appear without any financial support. So, like, if they want, I want to do this, I want to do this and this and that, I'm like, okay, you know, you're going to have to pay for this. You're going to have to pay for that. You know, to pay for. Oh, okay, so we'll try to figure something out. So then I would come up with an idea that can limit the financial support. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we go from there. A lot of cases with Blaze Torch, it's mostly like, Nomar, I want to do this, I want to do that. What do you think? And then I say, okay, we could do this. What's your budget? If it doesn't work with your budget, we'll try to figure something out, something basic. And that's usually what we've done. In terms of the Boom Bap video, the way we shot that one, we were supposed to shoot the whole video in New Jersey. We didn't get to shoot everything, but we got to shoot, you know, a portion of it. When we came back, he was like, oh, we're doing a remix. It was sick. I was like, okay. And we're going to shoot a video for that one. I'm like, okay. He goes, we're going to do it in my church. Okay. I can bring some type of lighting. So I brought my lighting, but miraculously, he had lighting. Thank God. It was a blessing, actually. He had lighting, and that's how we were able to get it the way it was.
Yeah, it must be fun working with the artist, but also a little challenging trying to give the artist what they want. Because at this point, you're almost like a beat producer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you can have 1,000,000 beats, and I might only like one of them.
Yeah.
You know, so just when you think, oh, this video effect here is crazy, check it out. They're like, I don't like it.
Exactly.
How much input do the artists get in the edit?
In the edit, they get as much as they want. But a lot of times, besides Rawsrvnt,
he doesn't get input?
No.
Oh.
He gets every single bit of input.
He's like sitting next to you?
No, he can't because he's in Florida. But you know, I do something, I show it to him. He doesn't like certain parts, tells me, he writes notes, I fix it, blah, blah, blah. With Blaze Torch, the minute I do it, he's excited. With certain artists that I've also worked with, they're excited about it, and they love it like the first shot. It's funny, On Fire, which we'll probably show in a few, apparently the first time I did it, they loved it. I changed a few things. The whole attitude just changed from there. Like, they were like, oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Yeah. And I was like, what did I do? Like, they was make minor changes, and to them, it was totally different. To me, it was the same.
Wow.
But it went through so many changes. I think it was like 10.
10 changes?
10 changes. 10 different types of, 10 different full edits. But it was funny because, you know, Rawsrvnt's a hoot. And Richie.
Of course. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's go into this video. It's called On Fire by Rawsrvnt, featuring Richie Righteous here on Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. After 10 edits, this is what came out.
Could have been more. I remember.
10 or more edits. This is the video right here. It's called On Fire. Check it out.
RICH. On fire, man. We in the building, man. On fire. Yo, New York, what up? Queen, stand up. Let's go. Take a look into my heart and you'll see what's my number one desire. And if you come close, then you might get burned, cause your boy right here's on fire. I rep the name, man. I'm not ashamed, man. My team will never see defeat. Cause like D-Wade and LeBron James, when we come through, we be bringing our heat. Put away the extinguisher. Burn like an incinerator. Preach Jesus to your neighbor. Let them know that you serve them like a waiter. Been tested by the fire. We're coming out giving God glory. If you're gonna be blessed, then you gotta have a test. If you're gonna have a test, all on it.
Michael Jackson on that song called Beat It. I'm gon' get it, you bet it. Oh, but please don't forget it. Write it on my tombstone, that boy there, he never quit it. I'm on the moon, shining, man, let's get it on. Shining my light all night until the break of dawn. It means so because I know you love me and made me so hungry for more and more of you. My love, you know it's true. I will fire for you.
the south. I'm on fire and I won't go out. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
That was On Fire featuring Richie Righteous, Rawsrvnt. Another video that Nomar Seventhwire films it. By the way, all night we have his contact information on the screen. You can go to seventhwire.com or email him at seventhwire@gmail.com, or you can follow him at Twitter, Seventhwire as well. Don't stalk him on Twitter. Just follow him on Twitter. Yeah.
Actually, it's not Seventh Wire.
It's not?
I changed
I
it.
thought it was.
It's at Nomar Rosa.
Oh, at Nomar Rosa.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Oh, okay. No problem. At Nomar Rosa.
Changed it recently.
Oh, okay. I had you at
I know because that
Seventhwire.
was on my email.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, it's my fault.
So it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's not his
It ain't
fault.
my
It's mine.
It's his
It's
fault.
mine.
He messed up. You know, one of the things that I want to talk about is the importance of your spiritual life, your relationship with God in all of these videos. You know, because now we're taking it to another level. You know, many times a song can minister by itself, and we had this discussion many times with artists that rap and stuff. That like, or I'd rather have a Christian do my beats because the spirit is right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and there's a debate. There could be a long debate about that. We're not going to go into that kind of debate. But knowing that you're a follower of Christ, you know, I want to know the importance of God in your life as you do this.
Well, it's sort of my way. You know, you sort of have to give God something. That's how I see it. It's sort of like, okay, what is the least I can give you, God? You know, if I'm a worshiper, you know, we all have our own talents. I'm a worshiper. I know how to worship God musically, and that's something that, you know, I'm hoping to do again in the near future. But I'm also, you know, God gave me this specific talent, and He gave me this specific talent for one reason, to glorify Him. So me personally, when I came back to God, I was like, okay, I got a camera. Let me try and see what I can do for God's glory. And it's really important to, whatever gift you have, to use it for His glory. It's very, very important.
Right.
I definitely believe in that. If you can cook, go cook, you know, for the needy, you know, for the church, you know, whatever the case may be. If you can sing, sing for God. Sing, worship Him with your music.
Amen.
Dedicate your music for Him. There's many things that you can do to glorify God and to do God's will. But me personally, when I saw the camera and I was like, okay, maybe I can just help those artists who really don't have much, who are trying to basically serve you and do your will. And that's actually how it started with Blaze Torch. I was still an up-and-comer. I had the old camera, and I saw him at a service at HRT, and something in my heart while he was performing said, give him your card, do something with him. And that day, I went to him and I said, listen, here's my card, I do music videos, blah, blah, blah. About a few months later, that's when he hit me up and we started working together. But the importance for me is, for my ministry with music videos, for Christian artists, it's very important, because the least I can do for God is glorify Him with the talents that He gave me. And that's what I'm trying to do. And like you said earlier, it's not free, but at the same time, God put in my heart to just help others. If I can't do this for you, we'll try to figure something out to make it similar.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you're happy with the product that you get. But at the end of the day, you're a Christian artist. Your work is to glorify God. My work is to glorify God at the end of the day. Some way, somehow. I'm doing it. We're showing your work, your music. You're showing it to others. Do a video is to glorify God at the end of the day.
That's all. I mean, that's awesome, and it's so important. It's so important that we render our gifts as an offering to God, because many times we hold back.
Yeah.
And then we wonder why so many attacks and so many problems and issues, and it's us. We hold back, but once you let God take full control, it's bound to just be awesome.
And honestly, me personally, during that time, honestly, I had no film school experience. I had no education in terms of filming whatsoever. The low self-esteem came in, and it's like, okay, are you that good? Can you be that good? Can you be better than, what you see on TV? Can you? And it sort of hit me like, with God I can. With God by my side I can. And there's a specific, like people say, yo, there's something about your work that I like compared to this guy or the other guy. And I said, oh, okay. And, I just glorify God for that. I thank God for that because, who else gave me the talents? And the more I work at it, the better I get, and thank God, I give him all the glory because of that.
Amen. And again, if you've only been doing this officially
since 2009.
So there's still room for growth, and
Always.
if you're doing good stuff now, I can only assume it's going to keep getting better.
Yes, amen.
So that's the good stuff. Now, as far as filming and stuff, is it like in the hip hop where artists meet with each other, they collaborate? So do you know people like the David Ham and Eshawn Burgundy and Joshua Tiola and those guys that do their videos?
I would love to. I'm trying to get to meet with them and just meet them personally. Just meet them and just have them. I mean, a lot of them know who I am. They know SIKO, just they don't know Nomar. They don't know the guy behind it. And I think a collaborative effort with every single person in the ministry of filmmaking should somewhat collab instead of how they do it in hip hop. There's always like bumping heads because a rapper doesn't like another rapper and things like that. It's nothing like, especially with me.
Right.
With me, God gave me also, teaching skills as well. And when people come to me and they say, listen, I'm struggling with this. Any chance you can tell me what I'm doing wrong? I'm more than likely to give you the information if I know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'll ask it myself. That's a good question. Let me find out from, the guys that help me.
It helps you to learn more.
Exactly.
Right.
So if I'm teaching someone else, a lot of people be like, well, if you teach someone what you know, it's just going to make you look, worse because now they're getting your skill. I said, it's not exactly that, because God gave me this talent. They're not going to take my talent away. God's going to bless them with work. God's going to bless them with work. God's going to bless me with work. So whatever they get, I'm going to get mine, because
Right.
God's going to provide for me. So they're not stealing my clientele. In fact, God's providing their own clientele. I'm getting my own clientele. That's how I see it.
Sure.
A lot of people see it differently, but
you have to. I mean, if you think that they're going to steal my clientele, you'll end up with your 4 or 5 clients, and they're just going to keep getting other people anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Either way,
And it's not like it's
big world.
I mean, nowadays, unfortunately, everybody has a video camera.
Yeah.
And I've seen, 20 or 30, and I have to say it, 20 or 30 Christian hip hop videos all filmed on Times Square with the same kind of camera. So after a while, it's like,
The first Blaze Storage video was filmed in Times
no, I know,
Square.
but and that's fine, but what happens is that becomes a quick norm because it's easy to do. It's easy
and everybody's,
to do.
oh snap, y'all want to do that video?
But and they're really nice, like the one background with that was
Yes.
filmed with
Andy.
Lecrae and Andy. It's a
David
great
Ham.
video. It's Times
Yeah.
Square, me as a New Yorker critic, I was like, oh, another.
But
New
it's
York
all on
video.
creativity,
You know,
though.
exactly.
It's on creativity. They
And the
chose to
song
go inside
also
of a
drives
taxi.
it.
Of
Right,
course.
that's good.
They decided to go in a taxi, make it different. Yeah, you singing in Times Square, but yeah, you did something different. You went in a taxi and did it.
Right.
That's creativity.
That must have been an expensive taxi ride. Yeah, because those guys, they charge you
went-
$4 just to sit in the car.
Yeah, exactly. $2.50 start, and then they just start pressing the button. Another 50 cents goes in.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's rigged. It's all rigged. No, it's not rigged. Kidding. But I know. No, TLC. We love the taxis. We need taxis in New York, and they got to learn the streets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They gotta learn the streets. Two other things I wanted to talk to you about. One is you have a short film coming out that you've been working on called The Book of Songs. So I want you to, tell us about that. Like, what does this film mean to you, and from what angle are you coming with it?
The Book of Songs actually was written by two of the members along with me from HRRT, Luis Guzman and Gabriel Martinez. It was originally a story about gangsters in a way, and feeling hurt and depressed or whatever. But I kind of changed it and kind of made it worse, in a sense that it goes from it basically goes from pain, suffering, and suicide. During the time that we were writing the story, I thought to myself, what's going on in the world right now? What is the worst things? And suicide came to mind. And I know God put it in my heart that suicide was the main focus. So at one point, I started writing the story, and there were things that were happening that was like, okay, how should we end this movie? Should we end it in a good way? Should we end it in a bad way? And we had our reasoning to end it in a bad way.
Right.
We had our reasoning to end it in a good way. But I didn't want to end it in a good way. And I'm not giving the story away. At the end, when you guys see it, you'll know what happened. But the original story, we had ended it very bad. And it deals with suicide because that was during a time where people were getting bullied. And a lot of people were committing suicide, because people found out they were gay, or in the schools, little children are posting videos that, they're being bullied and this and this and that. And it touched my heart. God used that and just said, write a story about suicide. And actually, during the time, right before we shot the movie, a young lady that started going to the church came to me and told me, she has 4 kids, and she told me that she tried committing suicide.
Wow.
On one of her child's birthday. And it was very touching, because I was like, that right there.
The confirmation.
It was
right?
a click. It was right there. Thank you, God, for that confirmation that the story of suicide needed to be told. And it's a strong story, but we had no budget. I basically paid out of pocket. We had help from actors and the guys. We used apartments, and I still haven't finished shooting it.
That was going to be my
Yeah,
next question. When is
there's
it
a
gonna
little
be
bit.
done?
There's a few things I have to shoot, a few great things that I have to shoot, but it's not. We're trying to release it. I try to release it New Year's Day, but there's so much stuff going on.
Right.
It's gonna be in January. I don't know when though. That to be
How
determined.
How long is this film going to be?
Probably 15-20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very short, but it's hopefully the story, the script was, from everyone who read the script, they loved it. They were like, wow. And at that time, some of them didn't even read the ending. So they were like, how does it end? How does it end? How does it end? And I said, you have to find out. So
You got to watch it to find out.
yeah, you have to watch it to find out. And the trailer has sort of it shows sort of the ending, in a sense.
All right, so let's do this. We're going to go to the official trailer for the movie or short film. That's what you're calling a short film, called Book of Songs. Again, this is just the trailer. The official film should be available sometime in January, but we encourage you to go to seventhwire.com for those details, so you'll know exactly when you'll be able to see it. But right now, check out the trailer.
At some point in your life, you just give up. You tell yourself life just isn't worth it anymore.
You're not my father. Damn right I'm not your father. Why I always gotta repeat myself with you, boy?
You like asking questions, right? So let me ask you this. You believe in God, right? Almighty, all-powerful? So why did my parents die? Why would God let that happen? What did I ever do to him? You know what it feels like having no parents? No one to tell you they're proud of you? No one to guide you? No one to love you? So tell me why?
No matter how much love you may have left, it will never be enough. If you feel this God will save you from this, where was he when you needed him? Think about it. There's only one way to handle this. The decision's yours.
What you gonna do with that?
Antonio, no!
No, that's alright. You gonna shoot me? You a gangster now, huh? Shut up, Bane. You can't do this. Damn right you can't do this. You just a wussy like your father
Antonio,
was.
stop.
This my father wasn't a pedophile. Do it!
You're listening to Rapfest Radio on rapfestradio.com.
Yo, let me tell you. After seeing that trailer, I know I'd be like, yo, when do we buy tickets for this movie? When does it come out? You know, because it's real. I mean, it's great work in the film, by the way.
Yeah,
You know,
thank you.
congrats on that part. But the story itself, it makes you like, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah, that's a lot of confusion. Some people think they ask questions, who's that talking? And basically, that's actually the devil talking to the audience. And he's asking a question that he asks the main character. You know, where was God when things happen? Where, think about it. What else do you have left in life? It's for those people who are struggling in life. He's asking that question, what is there left in life? God wasn't here during this time. What's he going to do now?
Wow.
It's a strong message. And
I like the fact that you didn't use an ugly voice for the devil. You know what I'm saying?
The guy, he's a loose cannon. He's not, he doesn't believe in God. I'm sure he does believe in God, but he's not in the religious aspect of that.
No, but you know what I mean by an ugly voice. It's like usually when they say the devil's like,
yeah.
And it's not always like
someone who can tell you they're friends. Someone I chose him because his name is Mark Dextrous, and he had this persona of like, I can be your friend, but at the same time I can make you do stuff you don't want to do. I can get you scared. Yeah, so I was like, he's perfect for it, and he did a fantastic job. A lot of people who saw some of the scenes, they were like, wow. He was actually, to me personally, the best actor there.
Really?
Yeah, and
it's good to be surrounded by people that can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's the pleasure of connecting and networking with other people. And I encourage you guys out there, you're watching this interview, it's not a hip-hop artist, but he's providing a service to hip-hop artists and as far as their music videos, but you also get to see a little bit more about what he does. I encourage you to reach out to Seventh Wire Films, even if it's just to say, yo, I saw the trailer, looks dope, can't wait for the next thing, or props on the videos, or I'll be bold enough to say, even if you saw a video you didn't really like, tell them, hey, I didn't like this part.
Yeah.
But that helps.
I'll take it.
That's how you grow.
Yeah.
That's how you grow.
I'll take it. I'll accept it.
Exactly. You take it
criticism,
all.
always.
Absolutely.
I'll accept it.
Absolutely. That's really, really important. Man, we're running out of time. I can't believe an hour goes by so fast, man. But I just want you, you got a couple of minutes to share whatever God has in your heart for people that are watching and listening, those that are online, those that are going to see this on the podcast at holyculture.net.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Holy Culture and also Grateful Apparel. Thank you for your support throughout the year and as we continue to build relationships with them as well and everybody else that supports us. But yeah, whatever's on your heart. And then we're going to end by watching the Rawsrvnt video featuring St. Matthew, the Almighty.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank everyone for watching and, Bert and his family for allowing me to come in and be here and interview.
You're the first interview by the Christmas tree this year.
Yeah,
huh? That's big.
Thank
That's
you.
big.
Thank you.
No gifts, sorry.
Okay. Next time, hopefully. Probably when we premiere the movie at Rap Fest.
Yeah, that'd be great. Looking forward to
it. It's God's been putting great things in my life and my heart to continue to move forward and do His work. So I encourage everyone to, just open your heart to God and allow Him to work with you. Whatever talents you have, there's always a way. It's nothing that's cheap. It's for God's glory, to give a helping hand. You're a worshiper, worship. If you're a cook. Just give your helping hand. If anything that you can do for God's glory, just do it. And I just want to say next year we will be shooting the next short film, which is called Letting Go. And my first feature should be, I'm praying that everything goes well in the next 2-3 years. We'll be shooting it. And you got the hookup, tell Andy Mineo, he's the one of the stars, because I'm writing it for him.
And he doesn't know it yet?
He doesn't know it yet. I haven't met him. But
exclusive. You heard it here first. This is faith talking now.
Yeah, this is faith talking. He's going to do it. He has no choice.
He has no choice. He's going to do it.
It's the movie's called The Children of Sin. And there's a lot of aspects. And when I started writing it, the first person I thought of was him. And I think he's perfect for the part. And I think he will nail it. So there you go.
You have a backup plan?
We forgot when we were there. But
backup plan not necessary.
Andy has to do it.
Yo, Andy, hit me up. We'll make the hookup.
Yeah.
Or Dave, if you're watching, or whoever, hit us up. We'll try to make that happen. Whatever we can do to help, man. That's what we're here for. We're here to help and build with, like I told you before, with all type of ministries across the board, because we're in this together. The Almighty. Do you cringe when you hear that?
No, but it was a great experience. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have you back on another day just to share all your stories. All your stories.
Yeah, all the climbing.
Exactly.
I don't know if you've seen the video of me climbing a wall.
No, I haven't seen
wall.
that.
Okay, I'll show it to you after our show.
Is that part of that? Was that over
it's
there?
not. It was there. It was in
okay.
Jamaica, and they had a ball. So.
They had a ball.
They had a ball.
You didn't say you had a ball.
No, they had a ball.
Yo, check it out. This is The Almighty by my man Rawsrvnt featuring St. Matthew. Another video produced by Nomar Seventhwire Films. This was done in Jamaica. So basically he travels as well. So all you got to do is hit him up and, he does what's got to be done.
Amen.
To make it happen. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, Rapfest Radio, rapfestradio.com. You will learn us because we are out of control. See you guys next week on Monday night. Peace.
Ready, bar? Yeah, man, more life on the fullness here, Rafi, don't know King Jesus Christ, the Almighty. Heart of fire burning, you know what I'm saying? Ever living, everlasting. Yeah, man, I wanna go blasting. You don't know, send man alongside Rawsrvnt. Yeah, man, straight up we serve God. Whatever the road we are trod. Hey, yo, check out what I want, see?
The Almighty, I worship to the day. Jesus, shed no tears. I'll just worship you, Father, for years and years.
Got to keep on praising His name, serving Him all our we days. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So let me say, the Almighty, I worship to the day I die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then in eternal life, just to worship Him most high. The Almighty, who saved me and gave me life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord.
Oh na na na.
Oh Jesus, you know how I feel.
How I feel,
Everything about you, Lord, is so real.
so real.
Oh, you alone, my King. You are my life and my everything.
My everything.
My love and my peace. The lamb that was slaughtered and conquered the beast. Oh, you already know. I call you my God and my chief cornerstone.
King of kings.
I love you alone. And in my heart you have built your
Lord,
home.
yeah.
So whom shall I fear?
No one,
Your love's always with me and conquered my fears.
all the time.
I'll shed no tears. I'll
Omnipresent.
just worship you, Father, for years and years.
Got to keep on praising His name, serving Him all our we days. Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
So let
yeah.
me say, the Almighty, I worship to the day I die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then in eternal life,
Oh na na.
just to worship Him most high. The Almighty, who saved me and gave me life.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord.
Yo, got to give you praises while I'm alive, yes. Without your Father, we can't survive this jungle full of cobras and plants we have poison, yes. Christ protect me from the vultures where your eyes may. Off the multiply, His praise can divide it. After all, the Most High come and died for me, rise for me 3 days from the grace right to be able to tell you why Him faithful, not go fail you. So keep your head up high and serve God. Now make them say you can't praise Jah. Jesus Christ, He reign forever. Saint Matthew 1, Rawsrvnt, I say your word is forever true. So I'm gonna keep loving you. Yo, yo, Father God, me love you, can't lose up youth, yeah. Oh, na 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 na. Yaga, 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 yeah. Oh, yaga, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let me say, the Almighty, I worship to the day I die.
Yaga, yeah,
And
yeah.
then in eternal
Oh,
life,
na na.
just to worship Him most high. The Almighty, who saved me and gave me life.
Yaga, yeah.
I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord. I worship you, Lord.
Yes, yeah. 3 disciples alongside Rawsrvnt. Forever you be served, God. Love the Lord, you know all that you do. Jah, over Jireh, my provider.